Hi friends, so today in this video lesson we will learn about CSS box. So what is basically CSS box? Before going to that, I would say to subscribe my channel, like this video, share this video and don't forget to comment below. So first let's search on Google CSS box model. So there are many box models. Let's choose a good one. Here. So what is basically the box model? So box model is a box in which there are four things that enter. First is the element, then second is the padding which is outside the element, third is the border which is outside the padding, and the fourth and the last is margin which is outside the border. So this is very helpful in CSS and HTML if you are designing web pages. So first let me go to VS Code. So I will right click, I will find my folder here it is. I will right click on it and I will click open with code so that my folder is opened in VS Code. It will take a while to open in VS Code. It will soon open. Till the time you can wait. So now it is opening. Yes. So let us wait till it loads. Yes, now it is fine. Now I am creating a new file as akshay21.html. 21.html. I will use internal CSS. Okay, so that's why I am not creating another file for it. And I will type here CSS box model in the heading. Box model. I will save it. I will switch on the live server so that I am able to see what I am doing. Okay. First I will create some divs with the class container. Okay, so div.container means div with the class container. Now I will emit it. So there will be a div created with the class container. I will put an h1 and I will write CSS box. Okay, I will create a p. I will write here CSS box, or we can just write lorem and I will write 34. So as you know that lorem is a dummy text which is used instead of the real text. I will save it. So here we are having one div. I will change the alignment of my developer tools so that you are able to see. Now I will add a class, or let's leave it. I will duplicate these. Okay, I will save it. As you can see, we are having 3 of these divs. Okay, now let me tell you what is the box model basically. Here is the element. As you are able to see, 512 into 128. This is our element. So you can visualize that this is our div. This one. I will go to this div. So here we in our file, its width and height is this 1350 into 94.438. Okay, so this is, you can like visualize that this 512 into 128 is this one. So this is our div. Okay, you can visualize it. So this is our element that we have added in our web page. So the padding is basically that is in the element which separates this element's border and all things. Okay, so I think you are able to see this box model. So like border is, as you know, border is the boundary of the element. So it is inside the boundary, like we don't have any boundary here. But in the body tag you can see we are having 8 margin. So margin is the element's outer, you can say outer space with the parent. Okay, so parent is the body and the child is the this div. Okay, now I will add a style tag here for styling. and I will do dot container, and I will change its border to 2 pixel solid green. As you are able to see, here is a boundary, but there is no gap between the text and the boundary. It is like very mixed up here. Okay, so to avoid that, we use padding. So I will add padding here. If I will put padding 4 pixel, then what will happen is there will be a gap with the border and the text or whatever is inside that element. So as you can see, here is a gap, here is bit of gap here, this is the gap, and in this there is also gap. If I comment it, or I can do half this, yes. So as you are able to see, there is no gap here, but when I will add padding, you can see there is a bit of gap. I will change it to 40 pixel, then you can see a lot of gap. So this is basically our padding, a gap with the boundary or the border of the element and with the text or whatever is inside the element. Okay, I hope you have understood padding now, but now let's represent padding in many different ways. This was a padding code for padding syntax for CSS, but it contains the top, the left, the right, and the bottom. So everything is here. You can see like it is contained. I will remove this here. I will select the div. So padding, 40 pixel padding is at the top, 40 pixel padding is at the left, 40 pixel padding is at the right, and 40 pixel is padding is at the bottom. If you don't want this to happen, then what will you do? If you want that there should be 10 pixel padding at the left, 20 pixel at the right, 30 pixel at the top, and 40 pixel at the bottom. So you can simply do is, like, first I will explain, I will write this in the comment so that you are able to visualize this when I give you the code. This padding tells, or this padding is for the top, left, right, and bottom. Top, left, right, and I will add and bottom. Okay, I will add a comment for padding also. Padding, or let's go to Google and check the definition, as if I tell you something wrong, then I don't want to tell you something wrong. So padding is the space that's inside the element between the element and the border. Okay, I will copy this and I will paste this here so that you know what I am doing. Okay, so padding goes around all 4 sides, and we can simply write it that this padding syntax will go around all 4 sides. Okay, and we can target also and change each side of the padding. So I will tell you this next. Okay, so this was for all the sides. As you can see, all the sides, there are 16. So this is for all of the sides. But if we don't want this, then what should we do? So first we will write padding. So as you are able to see, padding top, left, bottom, right. So you can write top 10 pixel. I will comment this. Top, left, 20 pixel. Bottom 30 pixel. And right 40 pixel. Okay, padding right, and I will do 40 pixel. I will save it. As you are able to see here now, I will target this. At the top there is 10 pixel padding. At the left it is 20 pixel. At the bottom it is 30 pixel. And at the right it is 40 pixel. But if I increase the padding of the right one, what will happen? You are able to see that the text is going. Text is resizing itself. Okay, if I increase it to till 100, left I will do till 50, top till 75, bottom till 25. As you are able to see, there is gap in every side. Like at the top here, at the top, it is 70 pixel. This is 75 pixel. This is 50 pixel. This is 25 pixel, and this is 100 pixel. So we can target each of these and then do. Then we can resize the padding. Okay, we can add the padding like that. I will write here targeting the padding for each side. Okay, so this was for targeting for each side. But if we just want to do, like if we want to add this padding low, so you are able to see that there are four lines we are writing. But if it was like we write it in less lines, then what would, so can it happen? So yes, it can happen. You can just write padding, or like I will write 2 pixel, 3 pixel, 4 pixel, 5 pixel. I will save it. Now I will tell you here. 2 pixel is for the top, 3 pixel is for the right, 4 pixel is for the bottom, and 5 pixel is for the left. So this is for the top, this is for the right, this is for the bottom, and this is for the left. I will write here top, then left, top, then right, then bottom, and then it is left. Okay, I will comment it. Okay, so top, right, bottom, left. This was our padding that we added. So are you able to see that we were writing 4 lines here, but now that work is done in only 1 line. So this is our padding. So if there is one more thing left, we want to target the top and the bottom together and the right and left together. It happens in most of the cases, which will also help you. So you can just write padding, or so it will happen by top comma bottom and x, left comma right, or right comma left. I will add here, I will comment this. Okay, I will remove this from here and comment it from here. I will write here padding, and then if I will write 5 pixel, 10 pixel, you would be able to see that in the top and the bottom it is 5 pixel, and in the left and the right it is 10 pixel. So with this note we can target the padding by ourselves. We can target each side, we can target 2 sides, we can target 3 sides, but it would take this code, or we can use this also. Okay, so if you want to like use this line to target all of the sides, and if you want to do like, if you want that one side should have 0 padding, then you can do is padding. So as I told you, top, right, bottom, left. So if I want to add 3 pixel to top, then right, I don't want any padding, so I will write 0 pixel. Then at the bottom I want 4 pixel, and at the left I want 10 pixel. You would see here. Now there is 0 pixel. Here there is 0 pixel. 3 at the top, dash at the right, it means 0, none. Okay, 4 at the bottom and 10 at the top. So 10 at the left. So this was our padding. I hope you have understood padding now. Border I have taught you in my last videos. Let me just go to these and show you in which video I told you. It was the video before semantic tags. Here, it was the 21st video in which I told you CSS height, width, backgrounds and borders. So you can see that video for understanding borders. So border is basically the boundary. Okay, I'm just rephrasing. Border is basically the boundary of an element. So what is margin now? what is margin? So let us discuss about margin. So the margin CSS property sets the margin area on all four sides of an element. So basically the margin sets spaces in all four sides with parent. Okay, so we have this div. If I will add a margin here, I should add this padding. Yes, I will uncomment this for your reference. So if I want the margin to be, what should be the margin? 4 pixel. If I do margin 4 pixel, we are able to see the gap here. So this is the gap between with the parent. I will do it full screen. This hole is the gap with the parent. If I will increase it, then there will be more gap with the parent. So this is our parent from left and right. This is our top and bottom. So this margin is like, we have added these 3 divs. That's why the margin of this box, this div, is with the first box and the third box, or first div and the third div. So this is our margin, a space with the parent. I will just open more. So margin is the area between the main content of the page and the page edges. Okay, so I will show you some images of it also here. So margin is like, this is the main page, this white one is the main page of web page. This is our element. So what would be if we want to add spaces? Like, I will refresh it. So there are no spaces, like there are, because defaultly there are spaces added. If I do it margin 0 and padding also 0, then you would see that basically there is no margin there. Okay, so to add margin or to add space with the web page, so we use margin. If I will add here margin property and I will write 10 pixel, we are able to see 10 pixel margin is there. If I will remove this padding from here and margin also from here, then you would see there is extra margin. So universal selector adds the margin for each element. Okay, so if I will remove it, then all of the elements would be removed. So this is our margin. We can use it same as padding, like we added padding for top, left, bottom, right. We can do the same as margin top, left, bottom and right. Okay, we can add other values here, different values here, so that we can add different margins in our web page. Okay, so I hope you understood this. I will just comment this and I will comment this also. So here you are able to see that there is 3 pixel margin at the top, 4 at the left, 5 at the bottom and 6 at the right. So there is spacing present here. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. I will remove this universal selector from here after some time. Okay, so I hope you understood margin. We can also target for each side using the simple margin. We can type margin 3 pixel, 4 pixel, 5 pixel, 6 pixel. Okay, so here it would be top, then right. I don't know what is the issue here. There is no margin. Yes, now it would be. So as you are able to see, 3 pixel margin at the top, 4 pixel at the right, 5 pixel at the bottom and 6 pixel at the left. So this is our margin property basically, which you can target from all sides also. You can also use this one, margin, and for top and bottom it should be 5 pixel, and for left and right it should be 10 pixel. Okay, so you will notice that 10 pixel margin at the left and right and 5 pixel at the top and bottom. Okay, so this is our margin. So I hope you understood these all properties: margin, border, padding, and element you would know. So I would tell you one more thing. So I will change the container's width to 300 pixels. So you are able to see this width. This is 300 pixel. The main width is 300 pixel. But if I increase the padding here, if I increase the right padding here, the left padding here, then you are able to see that the width is also increasing. So why is that happening? So this adds space by its own when we use CSS. So it might trouble you very much. So I will just resize it, and again I will add it. I will go to this container, and here, as you are able to see this, I will change the padding. I will change this also. So this is increasing the width of the element. Same happens with the margin, but margin does not do like that. Okay. So this margin is not affecting the width of the element. So what should we do to do so that the padding not affects the width of the element? So we can basically do is that I will refresh it first. So there is one property, box sizing, border box. If you will do, then this will not affect it. Okay, if I will go here, I will change it, the padding of it, then it is not affecting the width. You are able to see this is not affecting the width, but it is adjusting the content in it itself. So this property is very important. But there is some margin which is from the default. So it is from the body. So we can say that the body, please add this property to it. Please use this property and change your margin to 0 and padding to 0. So now we can target each element by it. If we want the h1 also, I will add body here. Body. So it is targeting just the body. If I will write h1 here, it will target the h1. But if we want that it should target each element, then we can also do it. So I will just do it for the h1. If we want that the margin should be 5 pixel from all sides, we can use this. Okay. So I hope you must have understood this margin and padding and border. So this was our border. This was our box model in CSS. I will do it also in full screen, and then I will add the body, the background color of the body to, I will do aqua. So aqua, it is changing for the body background. I will add the body background here, or the div background here also. We'll change it to background color blue. Okay, so this is here, and I will change the color to color and red. So this is happening here. We are now able to see what is happening and what all we can do to resize the margin, to resize the padding, to change the padding and border and the margin of each element, and then make our web page as per us. So we can target our web page and change all of the properties like this. Okay, so you just need to remember this. Before ending this video, I would tell you to subscribe my channel, like this video, share this video, and don't forget to comment. Also, you can bookmark this playlist of web designing by clicking the star and then saving this bookmark like I have done. Okay, so our video lesson is ending here. I hope you enjoyed listening to it, and I will meet you next time in my next lesson with another interesting topic. So for now, bye.